There really isn't a better time to make an Arcana. If you were thinking about it, this is your sign to make the Arcana that you've been wanting to make, especially now considering the post improvements that were made a couple months before. I think it was in August, around there. Now that the West has finally gotten the updates to, all the classes, Arcana especially, it is no better time. Everything about this update has made just Arcana a more fun character to play, and it's both rewarding in your DPS and aesthetically, especially with the changes to how red skills look and how yellow skills look and how everything else in between. Especially the change to 4 of a kind, which now made it a more consistent DPS move and has outshined what was it, Serendipity. And you can also run Serendipity if you want to, but I think it has been clearly stated that 4 of a kind is a more consistent damage and you'll perform better. But I guess if you want that other counter as well, you can go Serendipity. Some people can go for red skills, which I kind of want to try. I kind of want to do a lot of things because the best thing about Arcana is it's like there's so much going on, and the tripods do really affect not just DPS but how certain things work, especially 4 of a kind, which has multiple, not multiple, but has 2 sets of tripods that can either reset the cooldown or not consume any stacks. And I kind of do want to try to not consume a stacks. You'll do less damage, right? But I think the idea of having it is it's a lot of fun. It's like just running your judgment card, but just always on it if it does proc. But besides that, I think Arcana is just the most. It is the most. Ever since that update came out, I have been having so much fun playing this class that it might just even overtake my current main, which is Striker. I mean, probably not, because I do love Striker a lot more than Arcana, just because it's Striker. But Arcana is definitely up there. Probably like my second main. I don't like to call it like it's technically like an alt, but I do focus a lot more time on Arcana. Not because it's a much difficult class to play. I mean, it is, but it's just because it's so much fun and it is rewarding aesthetically and, again, DPS. So if you were ever wondering if you were going to make an Arcana, definitely now's the time, especially with how prices are going with the Reaper and probably Summoner, which I will be making a Summoner as well, but definitely worth. And ever since the changes, you can now run Raid Captain, which is a much more cheaper alternative, and it's very viable considering the tripods you put on your 3 blue skills. You can maintain the Raid Captain buff for every time you use a red skill, which is definitely a good plus, especially over using Dealer's Flip over Quadra Accelerate. I always didn't like Quadra Accelerate, especially with how sometimes if you do miss one of your attacks, you're just stuck there with 3, while Dealer's Flip is just a 1-hit thing. And with a, what do you call it, the balance card, it gives you 4 cards off rip. It is definitely worth. So I think overall changes, improvements, 10 out of 10. I guess the rest of the video is just a bunch of highlights, or like a compilation of me doing clown with the new updates and a bunch of clips that I just had just there. So yeah, enjoy the rest. See you guys in the next one.
The Toy Hammer murderer will be appearing soon. Who will be the last one standing?
protect us all.